everybody. In the past, I've made numerous videos of me cleaning out desktop computers, getting the dust out of the CPU core, the power supply, fans, and other miscellaneous components inside the computers. Now, laptops, which is netbooks and notebooks, they also have cooling systems that can easily get clogged up with dust. These machines here are more susceptible to getting clogged up and overheating than desktops are. Reasons being are you have a lot less area for cooling, and the dust can easily get into these small fins of the heat pipe cores inside these machines. Now, if you're wondering how a laptop's cooling system works, I have plenty of videos on YouTube of notebooks and tearing them apart and explain how the cooling system works, upgrading processors on notebooks. Just numerous videos of me working on notebooks, especially in the recent months. Now, the thing about notebooks is, like I was saying earlier, they have much smaller passages for air, and they can get clogged up so easy. This notebook here is a compact, probably a Presario, so I can get it up in here. Not sure what model. Yeah, Presario R3000. And this machine here is probably at least 7 years old. Notice it's a lot thicker than this Toshiba over here. Anyways, this notebook has 2 fans on it. Pretty smart idea. One fan sucks in air through here, and the other fan sucks in air through here. And it's very important to make sure that these intake fans do not get covered up, because they have to get air when they come on. And that's actually a good reason why laptops are not called laptops much anymore. They're called notebooks, because if you think about it, in most laptops you have at least a fan over here or a fan over here, and this is where the knee of your leg will cover up the bottom of the laptop, so the laptop won't be able to get air, so it'll overheat. So that's one of the big reasons why laptops aren't called laptops as much as they used to be. Now they're called notebooks. Anyways, back to the point here. The air gets sucked in through here, and if you might notice, we got some fans here. If you can notice inside here, there is a heat pipe with fans on it, and there's a component inside the computer, such as the CPU or the chipset or the graphics processor, GPU, that produces a lot of heat, and there's a heat pipe that's attached to it, and it brings the heat out to here, and it dissipates it to the air. And on the side here is the second fin. And these fans, since they're so delicate, they can get clogged up so easy. And when that happens, you'll notice the fan will come on a lot more often, and you'll constantly hear a fan inside your laptop. That's not normal unless the laptop's under load. When a laptop is under idle, no stress, usually it'll be silent. Unless of course you'll be able to hear the hard drive. But anyways, laptops are fairly easy to clean out as long as you keep a good maintenance schedule on them. Now, if you let the laptop get too clogged up, then in some cases you have to tear it apart and actually get down to the fan and use a paintbrush to clean out that way. But most cases, using compressed air will clean out the fans on a laptop. So we're going to do this compact first. What we're going to do here is, since the air comes out through here, we're going to force air into the opposite direction to unclog the dust from the fins. Notice this one here had a good bit of dust in it. It's not very good. A little more than I expected. Now, of course, be careful not to spin the fan too fast. You kind of heard the fan speed up a little bit in this particular video. Just try not to do it too much, because that will prematurely wear out the bearings in the fan. So just easily push dust into here through the fans, and that will unclog them. And then blowing some through here to help clog up the intake. Now we'll do the other one. Notice again, there was a good bit of dust in this laptop. Now, of course, this ain't putting on near as much of a dust show as as you would normally see in my desktop cleaning video. So that's because laptops don't have as many cooling fans in them, so they don't get as much dust, but it don't take much dust to clog these things up. Okay, so this one here is pretty much cleaned out pretty well. Now let's move on to the Toshiba. This Toshiba here is probably about 1 or 2 years old. It has Windows 7 on it, so it's manufactured in at least late 2009. On the bottom here, you'll see the intake fan. And right here is the cooling fins, which the air comes out here. Now, of course, since this is a newer laptop, the internal components are actually smaller. Put it this way, over time, your CPU cores and stuff, the transistors and stuff, they don't get much smaller, and because of that, they don't put out as much heat. So in this case, newer laptops don't put out as much heat due to using less power. And that's one reason why you'll find that newer laptops are thinner than the older ones. So, this machine here has just one set of fins. Now, in some cases, laptops will have 2 separate heat pipes joining together into one set of fins. But that's kind of rare. Normally, you'll have at least one set of fins for each heat pipe in the laptop, like on the Compaq. So, we're going to repeat the procedure on this Toshiba. It's probably not that filthy because, of course, it's not as old. And not seeing any dust come out is a good thing. Notice we did have a little bit come out of this one, but I don't think it was 100% clogged up just yet. It also doesn't hurt to blow some air to other vents in the computer to help clean out any accumulated dust under these vents. Okay, both these laptops are now cleaned out. Fairly simple procedure. Now you don't actually need an air compressor to do this. You can go to like an office supply store or the electronics section of Walmart and pick up a can of compressed air. It's more or less an aerosol can filled with probably CO2 or something like that. And they sell it in the electronics section, and of course it has a little straw on the end, and you can use that to clean out notebooks and stuff like this. So anyways, that was the procedure on cleaning out the cooling system on a notebook. Any questions or comments, feel free to ask.